Hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Mind for Initiative server. This is episode 3, and we're going to build a slime farm. So you can see I kind of have one. It does work. We'll get a bunch of slime in it. It's obviously underneath all the green blocks here. This is a double slime chunk here. And then I've just chosen to bring them up a water elevator. I'm really interested in building satisfying farms in this series, and so that's kind of our goal here. I had a different gimmick in mind, but we're going to change it up and do something a little bit different. Oh, not where I wanted to fall. So now you can see the slime farm. So what I want to do to start off with is we're going to build kind of a ring, or just a big square, really. Kind of wanted, yeah, that's too far. So we'll take this. We're going to use these kelp blocks for the corners, I believe. I think that's lined up there. I don't remember how high I went. Doesn't matter. These guys I keep fighting with. And then we're going to do some walls on this ring. I got some tinted glass. That's why I don't like these guys. They pick up these slime blocks and or these sand blocks and they spam them everywhere. So what I'm trying to avoid is I don't want it to be too close. I don't want it to encroach on that platform. This is just one of the few things that kind of makes sense to be on the ground. You know, like the iron farm, I didn't really intend it to be on the ground to start with, but it just kind of got too close. Which seems to be a theme with this. I've never built in the style before where everything's fragmented. Well, you can kind of get the picture here. I don't know if that'll be high enough, but it's not, you know, it's fine for what I'm trying to do here. This was my center point block, or my center point marker. Now, underneath here, there it is. Okay. We're gonna do some excavating here. So I think we want to right about there. that's actually dead center. My beacon, of course, doesn't quite reach. Just out of range. Okay, I think that'll work. So if you haven't figured it out yet, we're trying to get our iron golems from here. And we're gonna be able to put them into the boxing ring. There, I just set it and gave it away. And then over here, they'll just die and turn into iron like normal. So I will bring you guys back in when I have a little bit more to show here. I'll get a little bit of redstone going, and then we'll explain. I did a redstone. So we're gonna pretend we're a golem and go over that pressure plate. And one more time to do it, and it changes. So now the golems are being killed. Before they were going up into the battle dome. Now they get killed. Let's take a peek at the redstone. So what I did here was I just built a simple little counter. It's got 5 items, so we want 5 iron golems. You could potentially do more with this. I was kind of trying to wrap my brain around how you would make it do more items, but you would have to bring comparators into it and look at signal strength, which is kind of what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is checking to see if the signal strength is full, and then I output a signal which flips this and this, and that's what controls the where the water will flow. So I'll kind of show you here. So what's going to happen when I push that button is that one's going to close, that one's going to open. Just like that. Because now it's saying I want another iron golem because I lost one. Okay. So if we give it, oops, I should have had a button there. If we give it an iron golem, it lets that item flow back into this hopper. And it flips the gates again. So see, we can reset this, and you can see as I push that button, it's only putting one item over. That's because of so we're doing a monostable circuit here with that, and then we're going into a pulse extender of 4 ticks with a repeater. We flip off that torch, and that allows that item to flow. But it's just enough time for one to flow to the next. So now we're empty. And if we go back up here, we would have to walk over these pressure plates 5 times. For the gates to switch again. And walking over it more just doesn't do anything because there's no items left in that hopper. I'll go take a look, and I think we're ready to test. We're going to kind of walk through. So the first part of this, and you kind of saw it there, was a hopper minecart. Goes underneath. That's what's going to collect our slime ball drops from the farm. Comes down here to an unloader. It unloads. This unloader goes into an item sorter that's right there. Must be underneath there. Item sorter that sorts out the iron. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to know when an iron golem dies and it collects the iron drops. And that's what triggers our reset line to tell it that we need another golem in here. Right now we have 0 golems in here, So our counter's at basically 0. 0 if you look at this one. Can't go up that way anymore. It's getting pretty hard to get out of here now. You can see I started to change this around. So this is because they can land on this glass block edge right here. And come down here. Get washed down here. You can see I use pressure plates. These ones don't do anything, only this one does. I wanted to try to avoid hitting it, but we can go down and reset it. And the iron golems will come up. Oh, I need to, I'll put some, those will probably never get fixed. Real fast if he comes up here. I heard him on pressure plates. There he is. Here he comes. Yes. Come in. Oh. Happens too soon. So we'll only have 4. So after running the farm for a few days, we still have the same amount of iron golems in there. I did remove the extra 2 that you may have seen in the video. I just took lava buckets to them. But the level hadn't changed for 2 days at that point. And I've been running it another day with just the 5 in here, and it hasn't changed. I did install what I'm going to call a net. So basically it's turned into a volleyball court. But it works a lot better this way. Because now the slimes actually get killed where the drops can be picked up. And you can see the iron golems all kind of rush because they're attracted to each other, so. And then a minecart will come along and pick everything up. So this is never about building the most efficient farm. I mean, it is a double slime chunk to start with. But in 3 days, we filled up to here. So I'm happy with it. It'll make plenty of slime blocks. And you know, the thing with having a slime farm right next to your main base is it always kind of runs. So you just end up piling and accumulating tons of it. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.